Sagittarius.
So before we start off on your reading here for June, just a little news flash. Those of you on my newsletter have already started to receive the daily Astro podcast, now available to you here on my YouTube channel, along with another new feature, which is your tarot forecasts. Now, the monthly ones will be individually designed for your sun signs. The daily Tarot and Astro podcasts, though, however, are general for all of us, not pertaining to your specific zodiac sign. But the monthly Tarot will be just like the monthly astrological ones, where you can listen to your sun sign. I hope you'll enjoy, and I will be posting a link here on the video itself, also in the description down below, for easy access for this new feature. Hello Sagittarius, this is your forecast for June 2015, and this month, as I promised in May, is going to be a beautiful month. Nearly all the transits that we're looking at here right now are sextiles and trines, meaning that everything is coming into a flow. Now May, you prepared for it because you were really pushing to break through on so many different levels, but here's where the focus is going to be, and it's mainly for you Sagittarius going to be in the area of love and romance and committed relationships. You have the moon, you have the new moon, you got the sun, you got Mars there, you got Mercury there. So let's start off with the sun. The sun is you, the 7th house is your partnership. Your focus is going to be very much so on him or her, and Mercury is going to want to communicate your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, interacting, spending quality time here. And then we have Mars, which is your drive, your ambitions, it's your goal, it's your passion. All of this now being shunted into your partner, as well as you're going to be receiving from him or her as well. How beautiful is that? And not only do we have these planets here, but it's the transits that they are going to be receiving are going to empower and expand this whole area. So listen up. Venus will be moving into your sister sign of Leo on June 5th. And so expect Venus to now pick up with all that fiery, playful energy. So you and your partner should absolutely have a fabulous rest of your month. And it moving into that 9th house has to do with long distance travel. Could be foreign places and people coming in that can be especially important and prominent for you, so pay attention to that. The 9th house also has to do with publishing, taking classes, teaching, those things that are important for you to express and actually research as far as your higher truths, metaphysically speaking, spiritually speaking. The 9th house is always reaching for those higher realms. Now on the 6th though, we have Mars here, sextiling Jupiter. Mars is your drive, your ambitions, your goals, your physical activity. It is going to expand here with Jupiter. So Mars being in your 7th house for love and relationships, well, Jupiter here is in that 9th house. So the two are coming together, really wanting to focus specifically on how can we grow together? How can we reach that higher realm of our union? Mars is giving it action, and you're receiving it too from your partner, so you're pretty much aligned now on the same path. And then speaking of Venus, Venus will be trining Saturn. Now, Venus being love, Saturn is all about securing, bringing roots to, giving it a firm body, and it's also karmic too. So also on the 6th, you'll come to see how this is really now starting to shapeshift your daily life. Saturn is currently sitting right there on your ascendants, on the beginning here of your sign 0 degrees in Sagittarius. That will be from the 15th of June. It's going to move back into the 12th house. That's where it was for 2.5 years until that of December last year when it moved into your 1st house. That means it's time to wrap up whatever unfinished business you had from that era. Now, Look at retrogrades as second chances. So karmically, you have a second chance to go dip back in there, clear it up until it starts moving forward again here sometime around mid-November. So you have time, definitely have time. But Saturn now securing Venus is securing love for you. This is something that you can treasure and hang on to for a long time to come. For those of you in a new relationship, I have to say, this is the month that will do it for you. And not only is it going to be beautiful, Sagittarius, for this month, but all of these transits, they initiate like new beginnings, new start. So they have like a signature that's going to follow you for a long time to come. On the 8th, the Sun and Jupiter, they are together also in a sextile. So you're going to feel there's some news coming your way or an opportunity that might just open the door. Again, it has to do with your partner or your partner coming here through you. Might be news from afar that can be enhancing your experience. And we have on the 9th, Mars and Uranus. Now, Mars is wanting to open up a new realm, and that realm is from Uranus. Uranus is that download of thoughts. It's not that linear thinking that we have with Mercury. So anticipate and expect to be brainstorming and seeing so many new opportunities coming in. And that Uranus is in the 5th house for self-expression, creativity, the hobbies you do, the businesses that you own. So when you have this Uranus here, it's really going to kick into action, maybe partnering up with somebody, or also listening to your partner and their ideas coming to you. So either way here, I see that there is an initiation that on the 10th, you're going to communicate even more about. This is Mercury and Venus. Maybe the idea of yesterday is now being spoken about in the forms of security and money. How do we do this? How do we share it? How can we grow it? And for some of you too, if you are a writer, for example, this will be a great time for you to actually start looking into finding a publisher. The 9th house has to do with a written word being published, so good for you. And a contract could be at hand. And well, see, we still have Mercury retrograde to the 11th. This is happening on the 10th. So if you hear about it, try to hold back on the signature at least a day or two until Mercury has gone direct. Mercury rules contracts. It's good to know. If you have to, you have to. The show must go on. But if you can even delay it a week or two, is even better, because then we're out of Mercury's shadow from the retrograde. But regardless of all that, you're hearing it. You may take some action on it, and especially also because the Sun and Uranus may bring in the unexpected, just like Mars did there on the 9th. The Sun is following behind it, so you're seeing you have 2 full days with things going off in a big wow factor. I'm feeling a lot of this has to do with your hobbies, Sagittarius. Pay attention to them. Some of you have great money opportunities hanging in the area of hobbies. So if you're just looking to your day-to-day income and your career, that's one stream line of income. However, though, I'm seeing here over the long term for you that you can start bringing in resources from this additional area. The whole week between the 22nd to 29th is beautiful. Again, Jupiter is shining upon you. It is currently transiting in that sister sign of yours there in Leo, and Jupiter is expanding your creativity now with Uranus there in that 5th house for self-expression or the business that you own. You might hear news from afar that you really want to pay attention to, because not only may it be good news from somebody else out there, but it could directly reflect and connect with you. On the 29th, what Jupiter did on the 22nd, Venus is now coming over to that very same degree, and also bringing news, more so I feel concrete, about money, security, but there's also love and passion here in Venus. You might even go out and acquire something that you could use to enhance and expand upon the businesses that you own. So I'm so excited because you're seeing, it sounds like we're just talking about your partner, we're talking about the ninth house of travel, people far away, and your creativity, but that's the truth. This is where things are really mostly focused on for you as Sagittarius. But this is why we always say, listen to your moon and rising sign. Why? Because if you listen this month, it will illuminate these other areas that are going to be receiving the beautiful gifts here from both Jupiter and Uranus this month to your personal planets, and that will give you more of a full read on what you can expect. And then, true too, listen to your partner, see where here he or she may be receiving these blessings. But your new moon, we haven't spoken of it. Your new moon here is also for the partnership area. And so that's the time you want to put down your intentions. And it's good it's not coming there before the 16th. It gives you a feeling of how this month till now has been and unfolded. And it's going to be so glorious that by the 16th, you will know that your intention is a promise to yourself that I want more of this. More wants more of a good thing. So embrace all of these positive feelings and shoot it into the future and say, I am going to plan on making this extend for as far as possible, because it's not only the new moon until next month, which is the most powerful aspect of the new moon, but the new moon in your 7th house won't come back before next year. So it will carry you through a whole year span to bring this energy along. So that is something that you want to make a mental note of. We have Neptune going retrograde on the 11th, which is not going to be noticed all that much because it's one of the outer planets. They tend to work more on our subconscious levels. They're important as far as our spirituality, our dreams, and so forth, but it's just taking a step back. So for the next 4 or 5 months, it might be older dreams coming back into the now that you might not have acted upon, that seemed really good at the time when they were there, but you might have been too busy to really do anything about it. So they may now come back like echoes to you. So that's what we have here for this month, Sagittarius. Enjoy it, and I will see you next month.